Which may or may not be interesting.
The bridge that won't support anything. And there's Mark. Good evening, Mark.
Hello. How is everyone?
Cool.
Not too bad.
It's Friday. I can drink beer without having to worry about tomorrow.
You can always drink beer without having to worry about tomorrow. It might hurt at the end of the day.
Comes. I need my wits about me to deal with idiots all day.
Just let go once in a while.
They take advantage if you do that.
And there's Adam.
Hello.
See, that's what you would sound like on a weekday morning if you'd been drinking beer the night before. Hello, Mr. Green.
How's it going?
Not too bad.
Good.
Everything's so fucking green.
Black.
It will always remind me of Uncle Alfie.
Oh well, I got that T-34 finished.
You are?
Next subject is human.
Has he got a pillow over his head or something?
Yeah.
I think so.
Because he ugly mother.
Akker.
Where's my little man?
How's everybody doing?
Better than you, by the sound of it.
It'd be better if I was naked and his vagina was on my face. Oh, shit, we're live, aren't we? Whoops. I forgot that Seb went live.
I said.
Yes, I know, and then I forgot. I'm old, I forget shit.
Old and senile.
It's a nifty looking bridge.
Just because it's sad for it, awful dick.
All I can hear is standing.
Big chunk of it missing.
Hey?
Big chunk of the thing missing.
What are we talking about?
No clue.
Your bridge.
About my bridge. There's a chunk of it missing.
Apparently, I don't know. I don't know bridges.
There's a corner of it missing.
Yeah, you cut the back corner off it. That's a dicky bridge.
Yeah.
He's cutting corners.
Artistic license.
Oh, you're cutting corners apparently.
I didn't have enough wood to finish it.
That's what she said.
Is that a 170th or 1/350th scale plexiglass?
He's not there.
Fuck you, Zeb. Fuck you, Zeb.
I think that was your answer, Adam.
I didn't get the answer.
Fuck you, he said.
Oh, okay. Fine then.
What? I was talking to Seb. Seb insulted me.
I just asked if that was 1/350th or 1/700th. It looks 1/350th now that I've got some scale.
This boat?
Yeah.
It's, I think it's 350. Yeah, it's 350. It's Fletcher. I don't do the 700 scale ones. I don't like them.
It
Actually,
looked tiny before, but your
Mine-
hands weren't in the shot, so I couldn't tell.
yeah, my nearsighted eyes don't like 700.
Oh, you got a lot of nog there.
Yeah, that's my tufts that arrived today. And my flowers.
Oh, they're not too bad. I got them as well.
These are nice, these little flowers.
Yeah, I got the. Where do I have them? Somewhere here down.
Well, blooming.
Yep.
Well, blooming and hell dunkelgrün. And grass bushel extra large weeds.
I have these in red.
Yeah, you have a different size package.
And the I know. And the stuff. Mine is bigger.
You have a bigger package than I do.
I don't. You setting them up yourself, Mike?
I know. I'm sick.
Telegraph that one.
Yeah, we knew that. And you also have a cold.
Yeah. I'm gonna use some of these on the diorama. I can use these
I'm
grass.
sick. Yeah, and you have a cold.
Are they self-adhesive or are they just?
Yes, they are, but I would put them with a little bit of white glue as well. Either way, just to make sure. Your camera's drunk again, Mike.
What?
Your camera's drunk. Doesn't know where to focus.
That's because I have the autofocus turned on. Nothing to look at either.
It kind of looks like there's like a party going on, and the bass is shaking the camera.
Well, it's because it's on top of the monitor and I keep banging it.
Yeah.
I'm thinking 1/350th scale photo etch is not something I really want to play with when I only have one eye. Probably not a great idea.
1 second. Yeah.
It's very small.
It is.
That's what I've got. A 1/350th boat sat on the shelf for over a year.
Well, it's not my first one.
A shit ton of photo etch.
Nee, ik heb die. Daar hebben ze heel veel nodig.
I come home, I haven't seen you all week, and the first thing you do is talk to those bastards on the internet.
Ja, dat wordt standaard ingevoerd. Want dat kan iedereen hebben. Daar hebben ze veel nodig. Dus mensen gewoon negatief. Dat wordt veel nodig. Mama geloof 4 keer of over 3 keer.
Shit, fuck.
You sound as rough as arson.
If I have few.
Ja, maar kom
I let all those kids look like
It's not from that party last week, is it? All those kids around.
Damn birthday party. I don't know what the hell those kids do all day. Let's sit there and trade boogers all day at school and say, let's see which one of us will kill our parents first.
Here's your present, Dad.
I spent all day rubbing my hands and 5 of my friends' hands all over it. They're gonna be so sick. Yeah, I've got a ton, literally, it's an entire dump truck load of bark mulch in the driveway that needs to be moved.
Yeah, I saw a picture.
I can't even breathe. Feels like I'm 10 feet underwater. It's annoying. I get head rushes and I get dizzy and it's like, oh! Then I get mad and throw the wheelbarrow. It was fun. I hate it when my body doesn't want to do what I tell it to.
I was going to say, nothing worse for physical exercise than having a bit of a cold.
Yep. I get really frustrated and angry. I end up pitching a fit. And, well, my wheelbarrow's been in better condition. I have a tendency to throw the fucking thing when I get mad. There's a few divots in my lawn that are wheelbarrow shaped.
Mr. Yarn is not about toilet.
Eaten by aliens.
What is it about a 75-year-old Stug that German weapons of war transport laws prohibits movement?
I don't know, but the Panzer 38T that would come has the same problems.
Yeah, it
There
says
are some very strict regulations when it comes to transporting weapons of war or former weapons of war to Germany.
I was just going to say, but surely they're both deactivated.
Yeah.
So it is just a bit of a fucking bureaucratic piece of shit, basically.
Definitely. nothing else but that.
It's probably some law to try to protect from trafficking, but as always, they're kind of stupid.
Yeah, but it's being taken literally, obviously. Instead of some civil servant saying, well, actually, it's on its way to a show in a museum. It's 75 years old and it doesn't fire shells anymore.
But it still runs. I'm guessing the gun will be deactivated, yeah.
Bureaucratic bollocks, isn't it?
Yeah, but then it's Germany. So, yeah.
Nobody mentioned the war.
Yeah. Look what they did last time. They had some tanks.
Bikes.
War in Germany. Shh. Can't talk about that.
I mentioned it once, but I think I got away with it.
It's very what to call it? Not subtle.
There was this one time at band camp. I mentioned the war.
Got this big package. Bigger than yours.
Definitely bigger than mine.
I have to say, Ian, that the mat that I have, it really keeps its colors. I had it now for 2 weeks out in the window in the sun.
What?
Still green. It's for 2 or 3 weeks. So that's
I
not too
haven't
bad.
tested its UV resistance yet.
Kane keeps commenting on my videos.
They're good.
Who is Kane?
Scale Model, Alberta.
Okay.
42. His name is Kane.
Ah. What if?
Why do you guys call me Ian on the Hangout, but Chalky the rest of the day?
I call you Chalky every once in a while because my brother's name is Ian, and my wife gets confused as to who the fuck I'm talking about. So
I actually have no clue. One time I call you Chalky, one time I call you Ian.
It confuses me.
Sorry, Chalkster, we won't do it anymore.
Hendrik calls me.
Yeah, that's why I said it.
That's only my family that call me Ian, to be honest.
I thought we were your family.
Fuck me, if my family was as dysfunctional as this one, I'd be looking for adoption.
So how many times did you get turned down already?
It was more normal than mine.
Hey. Come out.
Seb, I think there's probably 2 or 3 Facebook groups you didn't share the link on.
Well, I only shared them at 4.
Holy shit, that's a real G.I. Joe. Oh crap, I used to have one of those when I was a kid.
What are you talking about?
I posted a picture of an old-fashioned G.I. Joe doll from back in the 70s.
Mike, can you turn off the autofocus on your camera, please? It's really getting seasick.
We had Action Man, not G.I. Joe. But same thing.
Action Man, that's way younger than G.I. Joe.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying we had Action Man in this country, which was based on G.I. Joe.
That's G.I. Fucking goddamn reflection. That's G.I. Joe. Got like an afro and a beard.
Eagle eyes and the gripping hands.
Big goofy helicopter.
I had a scorpion for my Action Man, I think. It was a scorpion.
Hi, Dale.
Hello.
Hey, Dale.
Hey, Dale.
How's it working?
Ah.
That's a really nice shirt.
Want to change brushes?
How are you today, Dale?
Oh, not too bad. Got home early from work, so
That's always good.
yeah. It's raining out, so it's good.
Raining out is shit.
Oh, we need it. It's pretty dry out here. And everybody's trying to seed, so
That's what you need, a bit of water.
yep, that's for sure.
How else to make your beers?
Yeah. We're going beer shopping next weekend.
Yay!
Going out to see the grandkids, so the beer store is pretty close to their house.
Is that just a coincidence, or?
No, the son-in-law likes kind of the same types of beers that I do, but yeah, they've shopped at it for years, and then they happen to move to a place near. It's only about 4 blocks away. So kind of nice.
It's a lovely neighbourhood. It's got lovely shops.
Yeah.
And beer.
And it's about 5 blocks away from the science center that is there. So the kids really they spend a lot of time over there.
Oh, learning stuff.
Yeah, all kinds of stuff to play with in that building.
I wasn't allowed to play on it when I took my niece down there when she was young.
Yeah.
They say, you guys watch that.
Yep, that works for me.
Somebody's about to lift off.
Sounds like I need to get some drain cleaner down the pipes.
So just rub it between your fingers, and then it should be okay, according to Mike.
Huh?
The static grass. Never used this.
3 fingers. Got a clump of it in there. You just twist your fingers because great stack. Hold it about 10, 15 centimeters above. Let it rain down.
Ooh, Dell looks like he's got a nice tree there.
Yeah, this is my first ever tree completion. So
That looks a beauty.
I used some of Gavin's techniques. I used some of your techniques, and
Freaking huge.
this is what it turned out.
That's enormous.
Well, my techniques were Gavin's anyways.
Well, anyways, I watched both of your videos several times, and it shit started clicking. So it turned out.
Please? Are you pleased?
I is. And guess what the leaves are?
For 30,000 parts separately pressed.
They are actually oregano.
I've not tried that yet.
It seems to look not too bad.
The oregano will fade over time.
I know that.
I didn't know that until I discovered that. I was like, oh shit. Now I paint my oregano.
Wrong one.
You got a cold, Mike?
I do.
I was wondering because I watched your video yesterday and it sounded like you had one.
Yeah, it's some nasty crap my friends left behind after his birthday party.
Oh, yeah.
I was very pleased. Got a mountain of yard work to do, and it's all time sensitive.
Geez, when this oregano fades off, it'll look more like a winter tree.
Yeah, it will.
Just change it to a different diorama.
Recycle, recycle, recycle.
Yeah,
You could do the same diorama and do a time lapse on it over the seasons.
I guess, yeah, seasonal diorama.
That would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, when it fades completely, you start sprinkling snow over it.
Oh, Ian, that's freaking brilliant.
I think they look all right under there.
Yeah.
A bit of drama.
Fuck.
Got a bit of humour and a bit of drama.
That's awesome. hit, dude. Yeah, that's awesome.
I still don't know if I should give that guy his cock or not.
I think you definitely should. I think that a cockless Russian is. Well, he's German, isn't he?
He's German.
Cockless German. Well, I guess
They're
not.
pretty cocky.
I was going to say, I don't think anybody would notice.
Oh, let's put the fucking sprue map on the back of the instructions, shall we? So I can turn the fuckers over.
This is my diorama base.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I remember the picture now.
That's a whopper.
There's some
That's
big
not bad.
bodies being done. It's a T-34 with a load of blokes jumping off it, isn't it? The picture you had there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So
Don't let Seb dare you build it.
I only do that to you. What? Yeah, we have a wildlife park here in which the animals are loose and you drive with your car through it.
oh yeah.
So it's strictly forbidden to get out of your car for obvious reasons, because they got lions and
That alone would be a good enough reason for me to stay in my car.
yeah, and then there's this French family who actually parked the car, got out with children and everything, amongst a troop of cheetahs.
Oh.
I thought it would be a smart idea.
Why?
Yep.
They were
Yeah.
I guess millennials wanted to do a selfie.
Yeah.
I'd be like, go ahead, let them. They're fucking millennials. We can fucking-
So what happened?
Well, cheetahs are not that aggressive, so they got back into the car unharmed.
It or the people?
Yeah. Get back in your car and there's a cheetah on the back seat grabbing it.
I'd be getting the fuck out of that car awful fast. Probably faster than the cheetah got in it, that's for sure.
Yeah, cheetah's in it. He's got the flask open.
We got along.
Did you hear about that bear they took to Tim Hortons and fed it ice cream?
What?
Yeah, there was. It's. I think it's in central Canada or something. The vets or the zoo people, they have this bear that they've raised since it was a cub, and so they took it for ice cream to the self-serve, and the bear ate the ice cream, and then they got in trouble because it made the news.
Oh,
Why?
That's
Yeah.
like that guy in Africa. He brought up a lion from a cub, and so he owns this lion sanctuary, and he goes in with them because he's brought them up. And then he goes in one day, he notices the lion's acting a bit off, and he goes in, and the lion drags him off. It's all on. It's on YouTube.
Yeah,
He's
Still wild animal.
I think everybody forgets that it's a wild animal.
I don't think I'd ever fucking forget. The goddamn
Wow.
thing's the size of a refrigerator. You're not going to forget that. Yeah,
I know I haven't yet because I'm still alive.
I'm very sure I would never forget. That's a wild fucking animal. There's nothing in my experience that looks like that. That's not some puppy. That's not
No.
No, I've been next to a lot right next to a lion at a park in a car, and it stood next to the driver's door, and its head was as big as the driver's door window. It was just huge. It was like a little one of them little miniature Shetland ponies.
Ian Lego rather wants to see the Eurovision Song Contest than the Ho. Oh well, Ian, go ahead.
Oh, he's Irish. They love it over there.
Isn't that tomorrow? To be honest,
I
Just
have
today?
no idea. I don't think I've ever watched it.
It's embarrassing drivel, but it's kind of funny to watch.
yeah, especially now that Australia's in there as well.
Australia?
Yeah, Australia.
And Israel. Don't forget Israel for some reason.
What do they get in the Eurovision Song Contest?
Well, it's not the European
It's not-
Union. It's a European radio organization and
It's
Australia.
European media. It's like a international kind of like standards authority kind of thing, and they run Eurovision.
Okay. If you say so.
Also, Australians loved that shit for like 20 years, so like it's really popular in Australia for some reason. So of course they're gonna eventually join up.
Hey, man.
This will be interesting. Hello, Sam.
You earned our money.
You got a cookie.
You earned our money.
What did you do for Nana?
We helped her.
Well, yes, I know that.
I have no sound. What the fuck is Mike, Mr. Me?
Carriage away.
Yeah.
No,
And that's like,
Banzai? Oh, sorry, that's still.
thank you, guys.
What's he talking about?
Ian in chat. He was. Why Mike was building bonsai trees, but that's you,
Oh,
Bill, not Mike.
the nice thing about these ones is you don't have to water them.
And they're only 6 inches tall.
You can have fun with it.
That one's about 12.
Blimey.
What the? Who's starting his lawnmower?
I am. I'm trying to find my.
Sounds like a JVC tractor.
My paint shaker.
Ah.
Those camel suits.
Yep.
Got a velociraptor learning to tap dance.
Meow. Just trying out the grasses.
Really, the first time you've tried static grass?
Yep.
Oh.
How the fuck have you gone this long without using static grass?
Maybe.
Do you want to answer that question yourself, Mike?
Yeah.
Is it difficult to do?
Ask the newbie.
I'd say no. But I do it all the time. So.
Like, for example, at the moment, I'm having to teach myself scribing, and I hate it.
I don't think you're alone in that.
I'm really struggling with. Is it just me, or does when everyone starts, they find the tool just keeps going off?
Yeah.
Never tried it.
But no, it's not the first time I had static grass, but it's the first time I had this kind of static grass. I don't know if it's brand. This is all that multicolored with reds and yellows, and it's all lying flat, and I kind of want it standing up.
Turn it upside down. No, be serious. Turn it upside down and shake it.
Well, that's dry, so that won't work.
Or the other one I'd do is get a vacuum on it when it's semi-dry.
Wat zeg je, schat? Ja, die zet ik zo binnenin.
That makes it stand up.
I think I've seen somebody do that with a vacuum.
This thing makes it stand up.
Yeah, but they are pretty expensive.
I had the exact same one. Do you know where it is now? Do you know where it is now?
Do you not use it?
I threw it in the garbage.
Oh. Well,
That's one way, or you still have it somewhere?
I have another one that's in my cupboard now that cost me like $130. It's junk too. You know what I use? I,
Must admit, they're not that great, to be honest.
I sprinkle the grass on, and then I do this. You ready for it? Here's the secret weapon.
Yeah, I seen it.
It's called the Mark I lip.
Yeah.
Works every time.
Well, I don't know. I find this one works quite well.
No, I was to say I was disappointed that would be an understatement.
Oh yeah.
When I use one of those things, I always go back over it afterwards because it doesn't seem to stand up when it drops. You've then got to go and use the static to pull it back up.
Anybody want some?
Or I turn it upside down and blow on it, as Mike said.
I got plenty to go around.
Maybe Kate and Sam want some back.
No, they have theirs this morning. Yeah.
But you first put down a little bit of PVA glue, pin down. It sticks, don't you?
And stick if you don't put it in there. Thin PVA.
And if you want to do a second layer, use hairspray.
Yep. They don't tell you that part though. You'll figure that one out on your own.
Shit, did I say it out loud?
I've been looking for those static pliers, but there's apparently a very cheap way to make your own.
Yeah.
You've got one. I've seen you use one.
Not me.
All you got to do is cut the thing off the end and put the tea strainer on it instead.
Ah, yeah, the electric fry swatters. Yeah, that's what I meant.
Good for burning down your house too.
I got iron shorts against that. Oh, that's not too bad.
If you get one of these Chinese things for a couple of bucks, you can make one.
What is it? I can't look. I'm not looking.
What's that?
What was it?
It's one of these things. It's all covered in Chinese, but it is a ion generator, which makes that static when you run a 12-volt charge through it.
Mm-hmm.
So I bought one. My son's an electronic engineer, so I'm going to get him to make what is called a grass box. And you put that machine inside it, and then you have a steel plate on top of the box, and you put your grass on it.
Yeah,
And then you have one of these alligator clip wires coming off the other side, and it's mounted onto a plate that you hold above, and your static grass will jump from one to the other.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if someone makes those, I've got who it is.
Yeah, there's
It might be WWS again, actually.
I think so.
For £50 or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
I'll rip my lips out for 20 pounds. I'll just come over and blow it.
20 pounds and an airline ticket.
Jesus Christ. An awful lot of money just to not blow on your diorama. Not like you're like going to spit all over it and everything.
Yeah.
I guess that probably wouldn't help it much. So many ladders.
Shouldn't you be making more branches?
Shut up. You.
Right, I've got to go and spray this. It's going to take me a while, so I'm just going to log out and I'll see you guys later.
Okay, Mark.
Later.
Good luck.
Yeah, yeah.
And then what?
Yeah, la 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 la.
They said,
Yeah.
you know how you hate photo etch, right?
Yes.
I don't suggest you ever build a ship.
I done already.
No, I mean one with aftermarket photo etch. It's
Yeah, but there's the magic word, isn't it? Aftermarket.
yeah. I'm pretty sure you'd just sit there and go, you know what? I think it's more fun to hammer my balls on a anvil than do this. I'm going to go do that instead.
Maybe they think green.
This photo etch is interesting.
There's a
Looks good.
shitload of it.
Photo etch railings must be fun.
So fucking small.
That would be somewhat an exaggerated comment.
I can see why people use it. I mean, it really does make a difference on these ships. Holy shit. It's just that it's so small and there's really nothing to stick anything to anything else.
Was it 1700 or?
No, it's 350, but it's a destroyer, so it's really small.
Yeah, they're pretty small.
When I've been doing mine, Mike, on mine, because I've got that big Pontos set, I've been using white glue.
Yeah, I don't have the patience to sit there waiting for white glue.
Well, it just means you can stick a blob on it, stick photo etch in it, and then obviously the glue reduces. was finding with super glue, you run to try and glue it about 5 or 10 times.
Well, I use the thick glue. I don't use that thin stuff, so it's fairly easy to work with. I don't have too much trouble with it. The problem is not the super glue; it's the tiny parts.
Well, that's what I mean. It's the amount you get on the part.
Well, I can't see them. I can't see the parts.
That doesn't help at
With the
all.
magnifiers on, I still can't see the fucking things. So I can't tell if I'm holding the part against the plastic or I'm holding it in midair. It's really fucking wish I stayed in modeling when I was 12. Kept going until now. I would have a lot more done. This getting old business is fucking getting old.
That's the purpose of it.
Yeah. Fucking fuck off. Go work for the government with all the other useless people. Fucking old thing.
Go to the border to the south, isn't it?
Yeah, there's a lot of useless people working here.
Yeah, but you got all that standing in your garden naked to look forward to.
Yeah, I don't need to be able to.
Your well is on.
Don't need to be able to see to do that.
Better not, though.
Just need to be able to find my rubber boots.
Yep, I'm down to one give a fuck a day.
Yep, one good fuck. You know, it's important. At least one good fuck a day. Just give one good fuck, and then you're done.
Hilarious.
Yeah, fucking funny. Did you see the one where they were talking about whether or not Australia exists?
Well, if you on the YouTube page, there's about 4 videos, and 3 of them are segments from the one. There's actually the whole show, which is about an hour and a half.
No, I don't have the time to watch the whole thing. I just watch the little bits.
Yeah, so it's all little bits from the one thing.
Yeah.
What show is this?
Aussie Man in Mozza.
And then Moza.
They have a live broadcast on a Friday.
It was on Twitch.
Talk shit, basically.
Is that the Aussie Man Reviews guy?
Yeah. And his mate Mozza.
Ah.
You see the one where they were reviewing synchronized canoeing as a sport? I think Moza was definitely in the this is not a fucking sport at all. You're fucking on crack. What the hell is wrong with you? I mean, Ozzy tried really hard to make it sound like a genuine, real sport and stuff.
So the bloke in the Canadian canoe.
Yeah, the old fella in the bow tie and the tuxedo. He's out there just making that fucking canoe dance all over the thing.
Oh, I've seen that video before. It was funny.
He's like, and he kept, and then they go to something else, and then he'd bring it back, and Moses loses the shit. He's like, oh no, not this again! Fucking Jesus, come on now, this is. Yeah, those guys are good for a laugh. You're in a shitty mood, those guys will fix it up pretty quick. They'll bring you back around.
Oh, God.
Yes.
Get out of bed, you lazy bastard.
Fuck off.
Right.
It's cold outside. There's a warm in bed.
Oh, you got
I'm also scared that if I stand up, my hangover will like actually come into effect.
Again?
He's having a Friday night regular piss up.
It's like last time I got drunk on a Friday was
Last week.
3
Last
weeks
week.
ago.
Yeah, it was last
It
week.
wasn't last week. It was 3 weeks ago.
No, last week.
It was last week.
I hang out.
Oh, yeah, true, maybe. Okay, fine. I give you that one. Nah, I'll be right. I only had a couple. I'll be fine.
We have evidence.
It's on YouTube.
I only had a couple of rum and cokes. I'll be fine.
Ugh, fuck. Gross.
What do they call it? Famous last words?
You've been on the Bundy, have you?
Oh, fuck off. Nah. I like Bundy, but it wasn't Bundy. It was, oh, shit. What's the name of that stuff now? Bacardi Gold.
That's a girl's drink.
It wasn't the white. It was Bacardi, the gold stuff. I bought a bottle because it was cheap, and it was actually quite nice. It's kind of in between Appleton's and a Mount Gay, so...
Those are also gold drinks.
Sounds like something else called Mount Gay.
I'm sorry my drink selection doesn't please you. I think... Top tip, if you're making a rum and coke, add some lime and some bitters into it, and it's fucking delicious.
I just don't like rum, so I don't drink it.
Top tip, if you're making rum and coke, put it aside, take a beer and be a man.
I just pour the rum and coke down the fucking drain and drink some rye like a man.
Never had rye.
I've run out of whiskey, so I've got no option there at the moment. But I have to get some more. I'm trying to end up using a bottle of whiskey to stop hurting after I had my wisdom teeth out. So
I always drank rye, and then if I was really crazy, sometimes I'd add some ice.
you drink that shit without ice?
Yep.
Fuck me.
And
Unfint. You need to drink that when you want to drink drunk.
I guess if that's your purpose, that's gonna do it to you.
I didn't drink it because it tasted good. It's fucking rye. What the fuck do you think it's going to taste like? It's going to taste like ass.
Yeah, but if you fucking dilute it with some ice, at least it tastes alright. Like,
I'm not drinking it because it tastes good. I'm drinking it because I'm looking to get loaded as fast as fucking possible. It works really well.
yeah, I can see that. That would work really well.
It did. Worked really well. 4 or 5 of those, and I was just set up for the rest of the day.
You got yourself some Buckfast.
The name rings a bell. I don't know why.
We were talking about it earlier.
That's called sarcasm, Chucky. Not like that Indian thingy I'm currently being.
What?
Yeah, I have to check how you call it, what you call it. I have no clue anymore. I was something. Actually. No clue what it means, but still don't. Yes.
The hyperbole.
No, yesterday. Indigen or something like that.
Isn't that the company that made the dinosaurs?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Hey, Jan woke up. Apparently to you guys, I was...
Obtuse.
that thing, yes. What? Apparently it's funny.
It means sharp.
Yeah, sure. That was hyperbole.
It's an angle.
Or as my brother likes to say, hyperboil. He's a fucking moron and doesn't know how to say things. Well, I still love him because he's tall.
Where was he off to then?
Well, he was catching up with the ship in Poland and then sailing to the Med to go kill Syrians.
Right, okay.
As you do.
Seriously?
Seriously.
I was under the impression he was in the Merchant Navy.
No, he's in the shoot 'em and kill 'em Navy.
Navy. When you said he was flying to Liverpool, I just presumed he was a merchantman because that's where he was picking up his ship.
No, oh, that's where he was picking up a ship. It wasn't in Poland. It was in Liverpool. Sorry, you're right. Don't mind me. No, he's
Well, they all dress the same like in Poland, so it could be
he's one of the electricians on a sub hunter, Canadian sub hunter.
How many subs do the Syrians have?
We have, I think, 3 subs, but only one works. One caught fire and killed a bunch of people. We never used it again. And I think we have 2 that might float.
No, the Syrians, I mean.
I don't think they have anything.
So what do you need with a sub hunter for?
Well, it's also a support vessel. It can fire missiles and shit.
Ooh.
And it has a helicopter deck. I don't know. I doubt very much they'd use the helicopter because the fucking thing drops nuts and bolts from 20 goes. But I don't know exactly what they do. We're probably just apologizing for all the fuck ups that all the other countries do. Float around.
Sorry.
Sorry. That's our job. That's our logistical contribution.
Apparently it's funny.
That was Kate's contribution there. Watching the Smurfs, the new Smurf movie.
Funny Smurfs.
Apparently it is. Apparently it's hysterical.
I bet the one with the glasses opened another gift that explodes in his face.
What? What'd you say?
I bet that the one with the glasses opened another gift that blows up in his face.
Oh, I thought you said he exposed himself in her face. You can understand why I said, what?
Where's your mind going, Mike? It's the Smurfs.
I was like, where's your mind going? What the hell?
Yo, Smurfette, look at this.
Got something for you, baby.
I got a one-eyed snake. Compliments my four-eyed face.
A bit blue, but you can overlook that.
It's blue because of the usage.
Nap, nap. Jesus Christ. Dude, the shit out of you. So Gav's out tying one on, is he?
Apparently.
He knows by doing that, he's letting or opening himself up for his girlfriend to give him shit for the hangover he's gonna have. Because he gave her grief for hers.
I don't think he's thinking about that at the moment.
Back
He will be tomorrow morning, though.
back as a bitch. And then there's her girlfriend.
Okay. Remember what you told me 2 weeks ago?
Good evening.
Hey.
Hi, Jan.
Good morning.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon.
Yeah.
Finally. Try and get the house back to normal again.
For 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Then all hell breaks loose.
I'll lock myself in this room.
I got a feeling you won't be allowed to do that.
I got a few weeks off work when the little one comes along anyway, so I'll still be on the hangouts on a Friday.
Yeah.
Sleeping. Sleeping.
No, because I'll sleep during the day. Cheeky bastard.
You having maternity leave?
Where I'm allowed 2 days paid maternity leave, 3 days unpaid maternity leave. Then I'm taking 3 weeks normal vacation.
Here they give you 4 months.
Yeah, for the fathers here, it's really shit.
Yeah. Next
They're
year
gonna
it's
extend it coming next year. but
yeah,
at
it's
the
one
moment-
week, I believe it is.
Yeah, 2 weeks, I think.
2 weeks.
Well, here it's the woman she gets 7 days automatically, but she can take a year. But she can defer that and say, "I'm not going to take it." The husband is; he can take it for a year.
Oh no, it's the mother
Wife.
gets 16 weeks.
16 weeks. Yeah. And she stops 4 weeks before, but if on a doctor's advice, it could be 6 weeks before.
Yeah, but it's a minimum of 12 weeks after.
Yeah.
So, well, all in all, you can go to Norway. I think they get a year or so off.
Oh,
That's,
nice.
that's what they get here. A year.
Paid.
Yeah. A year.
Yeah, we get 60%.
So it's not full pay, is it?
No.
Yes.
What's that?
No, in Scandinavia it is full pay.
In Nova Scotia, it's 54%.
You get paid in full for doing fuck all.
No.
Over there it is.
54% of your pay.
Well, I don't know about what's episode.
But
In I think it's either Norway, Sweden, or Finland. One of the three. They get a year paid. So if they time it right, they never have to work.
they just keep getting pregnant for a couple of years.
You're not about just women, are you, Steph?
Sorry?
You're not about just women.
Yeah, just the women. Yeah.
Yeah, but they've got to have a job first. Before,
Yeah, of course.
And I assume it means not like a job at McDonald's.
Well, it can be, but then you get that pay. So that's not a lot. Well,
No, it's not.
I don't think anybody's answering.
Hey, Seb, 9 days to go, man.
Yeah, I know. And the King Tiger is coming.
Is your son going or not? No.
I'm
wasn't sure.
going with my daughter, but I still have one extra ticket.
Yeah, I know.
I got 3 tickets all of a sudden.
Yeah, my son had already paid for it like the week before when you told me that.
Yeah, I didn't know sooner. Otherwise, I would have said
How do
something.
you think Matthias?
Yeah.
No, he's with my father to car racing.
You mean a car race trumps up tanks? Fuck.
He was earlier than me.
Oh, yeah. I'd be telling your father to go fuck himself. I'm sorry. Sorry, tanks. No, sorry.
Well,
Grandad, is the car racing next year? Yes. Okay, I'm going to see tanks this year.
he went with me to tanks last year, so it's
Yeah, I know. Climbing all over the
stuck.
still.
Come on, Grandpa. Tanks. Come on, tanks. Come on, you.
Now he's gonna see all kinds of race cars.
Boring.
Well, he's still a boy, so.
He just doesn't know yet. Look at one, look at them and go, wow, those are boring. Look how clean they are. There's no rust. What the hell was that? What do you do with these?
Seb, you need to teach your son his priorities.
Yep. Oh, a nice big dirty rust covered mud splattered tank. Big pizza.
Well, to be completely honest, I'm glad his grandfather decided to do
Sod
something.
stuck in it.
So.
Fucking
I
beautiful.
can look at this tank all day and I see a car go boom.
Where did that go? Bye.
It's so easy to watch tanks go by too. It's just race cars. You get like whiplash watching those.
Yeah, but at least you can watch a tank go by for about 5 minutes, not like about 2 seconds.
Yeah, actually, it could actually be a bit dangerous. You can tell Matthias he shouldn't go. It might hurt his neck.
Like I said, I'm glad his grandfather decided to do something with him for a change. Again?
Yeah, I keep getting emails.
Tell the guy to swallow his whistle.
From Star Trek.
So now I'm gonna let this dry.
If it's thin PVA, it probably only took 15 minutes to try.
And then yeah, there are some areas there's almost no grass whatsoever.
You got to layer it, buddy.
You usually
Yep.
got to do a couple.
Got any grass mat you can tear up and add on there?
I got grass map, but that's not really suitable to do this.
Oh, okay. Just that it adds some really nice contours to it when you add one grass mat.
Or tufts.
Oh yeah, I got tough enough.
Tufts. you
I'm
get
so tough.
the finer detail. Like the flowers and stuff.
I got the same tufts as I do. These small ones.
Yeah. Yeah, those, yeah.
Did you order that WWS 6 mil grass, Mike?
Not yet.
Okay.
At the end of the month.
Oh, it looks better than it did before, that's for sure. It's green now. Adam would love it now.
Everything's so fucking green.
And this is only the dark, this is the medium. I'm gonna do some spots with the dark and some spots with the light as well.
Have you ever watched, what's it called, Predestined Funeral? The original one, the British one, not the American copy of it.
Nope.
Uncle Alfie character.
That's a comedy. I don't watch don't look at that much comedies.
Looking up on the roof. Fucking everything's so fucking green. Fucking guy tear me up. I love that guy. He was Uncle Alfie. Everything's so fucking green.
Hey, Chalky,
Fucking love that movie. What's that?
Yo,
when I watched that Infinity Wars last week,
I watched
Cool.
that this morning.
enjoy it.
it was a good film.
It is a good film.
It was a weird ending, though. It's a cliffhanger.
Yep.
Don't spoil too much. I haven't seen it yet.
It was a setup.
All I can say is I hope they undo all the things they did in that movie. If they don't, I'm going to be super pissed.
Somebody thinks it's funny.
As Kate's watching Smurfs again.
He exposed himself again.
I don't know, he might have. You know, Brady Smurfs expose you looking fucker. So.
And finally saw The Last Jedi on TV the other day.
I like that movie.
Well, new one's out this next week, week after.
Yeah.
What new one?
I'd rather gonna see Deadpool 2.
What new one?
Solo.
Solo, new Star Wars movie.
That's out now?
Next week?
2 weeks.
Oh, fuck,
2 weeks?
The week after.
Year. I thought it was about next year.
No? That's
Danny Glover's-
the real Star Wars movie will be next year. But this is one like Rogue One. This is Solo. All
Yeah.
about Han Solo.
Danny Glover's son is in it. It's Lando Calrissian. That'll be interesting.
Is that Danny Glover's son, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know that.
Got that chick from Game of Thrones. Dragon Lady. She's in it too.
Oh, the one with the nice tits.
I wouldn't go that far. Too much for me.
Boobies.
But they were boobies.
Yeah. And they're better than mine, so.
Yes, that I would definitely agree with.
So they're nice.
I would second that.
I'm not going to ask.
That's a smart move, Chalky.
Mind you, better to talk about boobies and balls.
Green balls too. Mossy green balls.
I read the fucking chat earlier. I was laughing.
You know you're bored when that is the content of your chat. Like 10 minutes.
It was a bit
I
weird.
was just sitting up on
What are
the
they
couch.
talking about?
I was just sitting up on the couch, just fucking spewing shit. It's like, whatever weird this is. It's not even fucking Friday. This is just totally weird.
Just going through. What the fuck are they on about? Shit balls? What the?
Green balls, Chalky's green balls.
Lots of green balls, and they won't put cream on them.
This thing you got to remember, I'm at work when all this is going on as well.
I know. That's the funny thing. You're sitting there trying to hide the screen. Keep looking around like a fucking rabbit sticking his head out of the hole. Make sure nobody's looking.
That's why I only look at mine when I'm on break, because I use my phone.
It's probably smart. These guys will post anything. Freaking Seb with that Hulk thing. This is scary. Every time that pops up, it's like, what? Oh man, it's that again. Oh my god, it's that thing again. So awful.
I am poised on Control H quite a lot. Fuck, hide it.
Yeah. Pretty bad. I don't think
It's
I-
a laugh.
I don't
Gets
think I
you through the
want to
day.
see Deb's search history. It's Google. It's shocking.
That's probably why he has it on his phone. He's probably got two phones as well, one for home and one for work.
Yeah, you're smart.
Unfortunately, I'm on the company's computer.
Yeah, you're doomed.
I wouldn't be allowed to have that on mine because they monitor ours. Even if I go into internet, they also monitor that.
Really?
Yeah. There's certain pages we're not allowed to go onto.
They're pretty okay with it in our place. You know, as long as you do your work, it's fine. I think they appreciate it. It keeps you going through the day.
Like a good nap.
Yeah.
What they do in Asia. Let their staff nap. I'd be down with that.
I'm going to de-dust the house over the next week now.
De-dust the house.
Dusted this house since I moved in here 5 years ago. I hate dusting.
How would you de-dust a house?
Yeah, good for the workman with the bathroom.
Is that like just vacuuming 24/7?
No, I'm not going to be vacuuming for the next 24/7. The wife can do that instead. She's at home. I'm not.
She's heavily pregnant, Jan.
Gives her something to do. Take her mind off it.
When he got married, he got a dishwasher, he got a vacuum, he got a broom.
It's all called honey. It's all called honey.
Yeah, dishwasher, cook, slave, sex slave.
The ultimate appliance.
Have you checked she's not stood behind you, mate?
Say again?
So have you checked she's not stood behind you?
Oh no, she's talking to a friend. I can hear her.
Yeah, that's why you're being so brave.
Mine's in Belize, so I'm safe.
She could be watching.
She's got no internet down there, so
She wouldn't be watching if she would have internet.
yeah. She doesn't do YouTube.
Or she would be just scared that I dare you again.
Yeah, that's true. We go make supper soon. That didn't scare the shit out of me at all, Seb. Totally fine.
Good.
When my testicles find their way back, I'll let you know.
Oh. You don't need them anyway.
No. They help keep my socks up. He had got it.
Wish I didn't.
Yeah, I know.
I'll explain to you when you grow up, son. Fucking hell, if this ends up looking like a motorcycle, it's going to be a miracle.
How you doing?
Look on the master box, piece of shit kit.
Yeah, you gotta watch those master box kits. They're a bit hit and miss.
And you say dragon instructions can be misleading.
They are. They can. They will.
Taking a firm lead. I might have to go out and buy a Tamiya one. Oh.
Daddy, guess what? We find a village. It's not like the other smart village with only one girl. It's all girls.
That's what. Oh God, that's awful.
And they don't know what boys are.
Oh wow.
There's so many girls that they don't even know what girls and boys are. And they all have purple hair and yellow suits. They don't know what boys are. They think that boys is a weird name. Hello.
Hello.
That would have been really loud.
Hello.
Hello.
No,
Hello.
go away.
Hello.
Leave me alone. Go away. Get a job, you. This is what happens when you don't follow the instructions. Go. Fuck it up.
Instructions.
It's a fun word.
And you need to follow them?
Yep.
Wow. Yep. Let's do some building. Tanner says crippled hair. I think I missed something. He said it in chat.
Crippled hair.
No, not the Smurfs hair, not crippled hair, purple hair.
Purple. Don't you know anything?
Let's build another camel.
Serious?
That's still the same.
Building another one?
Yeah, I was building that one. That's the R100. I started 2 weeks ago.
He's obsessed.
Like those. One would think that it's almost like a tiger.
Or Sherman.
As soon as I'm done with this thing, I should be building one as well.
We're building there, Ian.
A bridge.
WR75.
He's building a bridge. Oh, he stopped building a bridge.
I'm building a motorcycle.
Oh!
Master Box R75?
Yeah.
Oh.
He heard, Tanner heard crippled. And also, what's with all the camels all of a sudden? This only the second one. That's not all camels.
Got what? 5 in the stash?
1, 2, 3. Yeah, 5.
All right, yeah. You don't have a problem. No problem with me.
Oh.
Well, I gotta run an errand, so I'll maybe slip back later.
Okay.
Right.
Don't run too fast. You get out of breath.
That's not in my case now.
It's about 10 minutes from now.
I got a feeling he's taking the car.
Yeah, probably.
Hopefully it's his.
Ah. Poorly proportionate British transporters. I don't know. They did the job. They still do the job now, by the way.
They look cool.
You could go the American way, big, bigger, biggest American, but
Are the Brits still using the Camel as tank transporters?
yeah, but newer ones.
Because when I was in, they were using Camel Commandos.
The hood is small. Yeah, the hood is relatively small compared to the rest. But then again, my truck doesn't have a hood at all, so It's just the way it's built, I guess. Damn, Mike, I think you made me sick now.
It's possible. I mailed you some of my snot.
The elephant is looking down on Jan, feeding his face. Hey, Mickey.
What? What?
The elephant is looking down on Jan, feeding his face.
Right, I'm eating the elephant's peanuts anyway, so.
You know what it is?
Hmm?
You know what it is?
Ed? Nope. Sorry.
Weet ik niet, hoezo? Zou ik niet doen voor de zekerheid. Ik ga zo ook de frietpan binnenhalen, dus... Tennis says, I still prefer the Diamond Rio transporter, mainly because of the company, but whatever. I don't think I ever seen that one. At least not at a model kit.
Air models might make them.
Tank transporter?
Or Merit International might. I don't know.
I think that Miramar only does the record, isn't it?
I don't know. That's why I said I don't know. Is that one of yours or one of mine?
That was mine.
Matthias sometimes sounds like Sam.
Yeah, well, this was the Rilana, but...
That was Rolana.
Mike, it's almost, it's past 10 in the evening, so... half past 11. No, half past 10. 10:30.
Would be a bit late.
Yeah, they're at bed by what? That was Rilana trying to sing.
Encore, encore.
I'll tell her. Give me a second. En naar boven. Ilana? Ilana? Oh, I think she's
Back off,
gone.
Seth.
I think she's going to bed.
All right, I gotta go and start making supper for the wild ones.
For the Smurf lovers.
Yeah, Smurf lovers. A good chance I won't make it back tonight. So I'll see you guys later.
You will or you won't?
No, I don't think I will. By the time I get them to bed, you guys are already done. So I'll see you later.
Yes, no problem.
Okay.
Good night.
Cheers, Mike.
There's a whole chat going on there.
That was being quiet.
chat in the chat.
It's the American one with the overproportionate hood. Well, it's quite opposite of the British one then.
Did you have today off, Seb, or was you working?
I've been working all week.
You mean you didn't have yesterday free?
Nope. No, I have worked yesterday. Only 4.5 hours. But started at 8 yesterday evening. Drove to 12:30. To deliver in France this morning, so yeah.
Lovely.
Sorry. To make sure I was there.
You got the 21st free?
Yeah. Have to think about that one, but yeah, should be.
Pigs Demando.
Yep. So let's sink in everything we've seen.
Yep. Load it all over to Facebook. I wonder if they'll allow us to climb up and take a look inside the turret.
KT.
Yeah.
I think you will need to get in line.
Yeah.
Very long line.
What time are you getting there for? Before the gates open?
Nah, we'll be too busy. I will have my ticket, so that's not a problem, really.
Yeah, you can get just straight through, huh?
Yep.
Don't forget to go live.
I have to make sure my phone's fully charged up then.
I'm taking an extra power bank.
In fact, yeah, I might ask my wife for her power bank.
That was quite good fun last year watching you climb all over the Stoke live.
I'm gonna see that I can do this here again then.
Yeah, just get the look around the inside of the KT for those ones who want to paint the interior of their KTs.
That would be cool, wouldn't it?
Yes.
If they allowed that.
Well, I get the feeling they probably won't let you do that.
I'm afraid they won't.
Seeing as it's the only one and all.
But then again, I mean,
the running one.
Well, that's what I mean.
It's 60 plus tons of steel. How much can you break, really?
No, I mean inside.
Yeah, but still, just standing on the outside looking in.
Oh, I thought you meant getting inside.
Oh, that would be a dream. But I don't think they let you do that at all.
No.
Oh, it was disappointing at Bovington. You couldn't actually see above. Well, you couldn't see the top deck.
I think you went on above too.
Too bloody tall.
Yeah, but that's the thing. I don't get it. I mean, it's like I said, it's 60 plus tons of steel. That's it on the outside. Why are you not allowed to get up on it and look inside? Not climb inside, but look inside.
It's all paint, wear and tear. Oh, I don't know.
It's all about the money.
Health and safety.
We're not in Britain. I mean, they have a IS2 outside of the gates. Last time it was an IS2. Maybe they changed it again. You can climb on that and look into that if you want. That's no problem.
You mean the one just inside the gates?
Yeah, just outside the doors.
Yeah. Could clamber all over that one.
Yep. If you look inside, you're really getting sad. It was full of garbage last time.
Yeah. Well, they've moved it, haven't they?
Did they?
Because I don't remember seeing it last year when I was there.
They was still outside during the model show.
Probably seen that many times. I've just ignored it now.
I didn't really pay attention myself, but I heard they changed it out for a T3485.
That I did see outside.
Oh, and then they changed it already. There's only one spot where they have a tank outside.
Yeah.
Oh, then they changed it already. I didn't even pay attention to it. Shit. Uh-oh. Where did you go?
It once has had it.
You know, these instructions are worse than the Times crossword.
I'll be on my knees for a bit.
First time I've ever heard a man say that.
He found it.
I'm back. Found it already. Yeah, Tanner made a point there, and he says it's all about the money. Yeah, it probably is. The rights and everything. Well, the Hetzer's coming back. Stook isn't. I'm really hoping they can get a Panzer IV or something like that once. That would be cool.
Stoke not going.
Sorry?
The stock will not be there.
Nope. Oh yeah, you didn't pay attention earlier. The Stook won't be coming. The
I've not looked at Facebook today.
Panzer 38T isn't coming. No, it's to do with the German laws. Transport of ancient weapons of war. Just can't get the necessary papers in time.
They're not. Well, they weren't coming from Germany. I was saying they were just passing through Germany.
I have no clue where they're coming from. Either way, they need the papers for Germany, and they didn't get them. It's too much of a hassle, apparently.
Stupid.
Yes. German.
Maybe they're afraid something might happen.
Well, the KT is loaded up and basically on its way.
Well, I'd love to be on the motorway and see that thing go by.
Yeah, there will be a heavy transporter. I wouldn't mind being stuck behind. Sorry, boss. I will be a couple of hours late. Why? I'm stuck behind a truck. Overtake it. I don't want to.
It's too wide.
It's too beautiful. I don't want to overtake it. I want to stay behind it. They say E. Where is E? C. G. D. B and A. Oh. This is E. E21. How's your field kitchen coming along, Jan?
I've not touched anything for the last couple of weeks.
You
I couldn't get in here.
were there last week.
Yeah, because I made a gap.
Sleeping.
That as well. Still working on the other 5 figures for their straps for the weapons.
Ah.
Then I've still got civilians to make.
You got one coming in the world in a couple of weeks.
What?
A civilian.
Yeah, but that'd be the wrong scale.
Just go around Germany or invade and go through. Well, in Europe, going around Germany is a bit problematic. It's, well, 4/5 of the complete length of the continent. So if you want to be in Holland and you want to go around Germany, yeah.
You got a long drive, maybe a bit of a swim.
It's going from, compared from going to Nova Scotia to Saskatchewan via California. Because you don't want to go to Canada. That's a long way around, for sure.
Also, Luxembourg, Switzerland, Austria.
That will be, if
Italy.
let's say it's coming from Poland. It will be Poland, Czechoslovakia,
Yep.
Hungary, Austria, Switzerland, which you cannot go past. So it will be Austria,
Italy,
France, Luxembourg, Belgium, Holland.
It's probably twice as far, if not 3 times.
Yeah, 4 or 5 times, easily. Yeah, that could be done. Put it into
or
an
you
Antonov.
could go north and get a boat.
Or load it up into an Antonov and fly it over it.
That might cost a bit.
I'm guessing the Russians are happy when the thing finally flies, because it's sitting on the tarmac for so long. And if the Russians don't play ball, you probably can't get it in a globe lifter. The Americans show off.
as I was saying earlier, I'm still not understanding why a 75-year-old vehicle is not kind of exempt from these things.
Probably something to do with Deutsche Gründlichkeit. There are no exceptions.
Probably.
It brings up bad memories.
Yeah, that is also a possibility. But this is your legacy. Yes, that is the problem, my friend.
He's awake.
Again.
I'm kind of up. I'm just, yeah.
Shit,
So,
showered and shaved.
yeah. I shit and showered, but I haven't had a shave. It's the weekend. Fuck that noise. I ain't shaving for nobody.
I haven't shaved all week.
Aston Martin outlined its
We've got a radio on.
My bad. I was opening up a web page and it went a bit fucking weird.
Bless you.
Thank you. Yes, Tanner, the Nobel Vaartstok is still impaled on a stick until I decide if I want to do it the operational camo or just keep it the training grey. It's all Mike's fault, he made me sick.
He wished it upon you.
Yeah. Something like that.
It's revenge.
Yeah, for the green balls.
Did someone just say green?
Yeah, green balls. Thanks, Totally Skill Modders. Models.
I finished my P34. Yay.
I'm gonna show Adam green. No, not that green.
I'm so into green. I watched all of the Russian May Day parade because for some reason that was a good idea.
Who won?
Oh, Jesus.
Hooters?
I just seen your message. Well, that's just not physically possible.
What do you know? It's green.
It is green.
Oh, I know what you've done.
Somebody have Discord? I don't. Does anybody of you use Discord?
What?
Discord, I used to use it a bit. I haven't used it for a while.
Tanner wants to know if somebody has Discord open.
I don't even know what it is.
I think it's a chat service.
I'm old. I don't know these things.
Wish we know about the old part.
Jan, still here?
Yes, I'm still awake.
Cool. Makes me feel younger.
I'll just fall asleep now. Make you feel older.
Where's Dell?
Walking around, trying to stay awake. I'm gonna blow my nose back in a second.
Oh, I hate colds.
Mm-hmm.
I don't do sick people.
Oh, actually, I had the flu, and that's fucking sucked.
Yeah, well, I can testify to the flu being sucky. I've had it a couple of times in my life.
It was a week of lying down.
Doing nothing because you can't.
Yeah.
Yep.
I remember trying to get a drink of water and it taking an hour just to get a sip of water.
Shivering and shaking and slightly worse than a proper bout of the shits and pukes.
I didn't get the pukes, thankfully, or the shits. I just had the
No, I'm
worst
saying
fever.
it's a slightly worse feeling than having a proper case of the shits and pukes.
Yeah, because at least with the shits and pukes, it's over in a day.
2, 3.
I've never had shits and pukes last longer than like 48 hours, but
I remember having it once. I literally sat on the loo drinking a glass of water and it's going straight through me.
I'm watching like footage of that lava flow in Hawaii, and it's like just moving.
Oh, that car getting swallowed.
Yeah, and there's the other one of these guys just videotaping it coming down a road, and it just keeps moving and moving and moving.
It's moving pretty fast as well.
Yeah, it's moving like
slightly less than walking pace, I'd say.
It's less than walking pace, that's for sure, but they described it as faster than a turtle, which is probably pretty apt. Like a kilometer an hour, or like a kilometer and a half an hour, something like that.
The thing is, there's no frigging stopping it either, is there?
No, you really can't stop it with much, can you? You can like kind of divert it, I guess, but they won't do much.
Why would you do this?
But that's how those islands are made, and they get more and more land every time they have one of these things.
Oh, this kit.
Oi! I'm back. Knight says, I'm old and excitable too. Hey, Chalky. And American English Skill Motors says, Dutchie swallowing the snot. Nice. Hey, Mickey. It's the static grass in my nose, I guess.
Why did you mention my name?
Because Night's mentioning your name. A different Night. The Night that came in the other night. He says, I'm old and excitable too. Hey, Chalky. Well, that's what he says.
Oh, the guy from Gloucester.
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah.
Hey, Stuart.
There you go.
Hey, Stuart.
Hey,
There you
sir.
go.
How you doing?
Don't know, I haven't woke up yet.
Another one.
Oh, he's about the same time zone, so
Oh, it's 7 a.m.
he's with the Devils.
That's it.
There. Ah, there. Okay. Your buddies with everybody, Chalky.
It's because I'm a friendly guy.
Some say the perfect son-in-law.
Not sure who that would be then.
Adam, what are you doing?
What?
What are you doing?
I'm punching in the number 100 a whole bunch.
Why?
Because I'm editing a file.
Ah. How do you do it? Okay. Oh, let me see. Nige and Chalky, the Bristol boys, yay.
Yay.
Yeah, Nige is bred and born in Bristol, grew up in the USA and now in Gloucester. Mickey says, yay, Stu in the house. Nige, question for Adam. Apparently you are running out of petrol, according to the UK media.
I am not in Australia, so I have
He's,
no idea about that.
He's in New Zealand. But you heard about it, apparently.
Oh, yeah, I mean, it's only across the ditch.
Well, that's quite a ditch if you have to swim it.
I guess it's a...
And Mickey says, lol, he fucking drank it last night.
I'm not that badly hungover. I'm all good.
That's what you tell us.
You fibber.
Nay. Keep
We've got
throwing
enough
stuff
Kiwis
around.
up here. We know how you behave.
Yeah.
You're full of shit, Adam, and we know it.
What? What's wrong? What did I do?
You got steaming drunk last night,
Oh, fuck off.
and you drank petrol.
If I drank petrol, I would be blind right now.
Well, you're hitting those keys that hard, so hard.
He's just got.
I have a mechanical keyboard, okay? Alright?
Yeah, of course, that's what I would say.
Yeah, just don't hit them too hard and make any sparks.
Yeah.
No, it's spark, but without petrol, it won't burn out either. So. Yes, I already.
Yeah, I thought I'd come in here live first, torment Mickey.
Yeah, well, Mickey, now you have to come in as well now. Stu came expressly for you. How's the little beautiful doing, Stu?
I'm doing nothing.
Sleeping.
Too many bladder told me to get up.
Hmm?
My bladder told me I had to get up, so.
Chalky knows how that is.
Anybody over the age of 20 knows.
Oh, daaraan. Oh. Not yet. So. Keep to reminding that. Not forget. Ja, tuurlijk. Yeah. Tanner says, Adam, we all know you're really an Australian, so don't lie.
Well, he could be. There's enough of them over here.
I'm all good.
I will not respond to that.
I just don't care anymore.
Like you ever did.
Well, when it comes to international opinion, everyone thinks New Zealand's Australia, so I just don't give a fuck.
Apparently Australia doesn't exist, so I found out this week anyway.
Well, yeah, apparently it doesn't. So I don't. Yeah, this whole Australia thing. I mean, New Zealand exists, but we're always taken off maps.
Well, you're more land of Lord of the Rings, so it's also fairy tale.
Yeah. And we're the land of once we were warriors. Don't forget that movie.
Which one?
Once we were warriors.
Good film.
Classic Kiwi romantic comedy.
Never heard of Once. Anybody who
Chalky's
knows
watched
Once?
Chalky said he watched it, didn't he?
I said I watched Once We Were Warriors. I don't know about
Once we were warriors.
Sounds like Adam. A very old game of Wolfenstein 3D, the first one.
And I'm playing Arma 3.
I've got Wolfenstein 3D here somewhere.
It's a good game.
Sounds shit. That's about the British, isn't it? Modern infantry. Oh, wow. That came from deep.
Well,
It came from the deep. In true chalky fashion, it's bacon and egg Saturday morning, according to Mickey.
Yep.
And Tanner says Australia is uninhabitable. Everything wants to kill you. That's an old story.
Well, New Zealand, nothing wants to kill you, so it's like the opposite. We're like the anti-Australia in regards to like dangerous animals.
In New Zealand, the earth tries to kill you.
The earth tries to kill you.
and
Yeah, it's starting to shake everywhere.
the earth and their women.
I mean, in Tasmania, you got devils. Well, that says enough, isn't it?
Yep.
They used to have tigers as well.
Yeah, they would
They might.
long time ago.
There's not many Tasmanian devils left, though.
Oh, still thousands of them.
Didn't they all get cancer, or like are getting cancer or something?
Nah. They were. Oh, there was a fair few with facial growth, but they're sorting that out.
Those animals are so aggressive. Cancer fought by themselves. Fuck that. I'm not gonna fight them. Rest in peace, Tasmanian tigers.
Oh, they're gonna have it back.
I don't know how much truth that's in there, but I've heard that they're gonna try and clone them back into existence.
Yeah, they're trying.
Oh, they actually try.
Yeah.
There's a stuffed one somewhere, isn't there?
Nah, there's they just that was liquid different than normal, and it didn't break the DNA down.
All right. What the hell do you implant that into to come up with a Tasmanian tiger?
Dog of some sort.
I don't know. I was just conjecturing. Well, I wasn't even conjecturing. I was just posing the question.
Yeah, they're very dog-like.
There's a certain.
Large dog.
They called it a tiger, but I don't think it was feline, was it?
No.
It's more
No.
like
I think it got called a tiger because of its stripes, didn't it? Because it had like orange and black striping.
Yep.
the creature with one of the widest open mouths is being brought back. That will be horrifying. Oh, I thought hippos still live.
Oh no.
Hendrik's asleep.
Oh, Jan sleep again? No, Jan is awake.
I'm still awake.
Dale's back. Do they really test build some of these kits and think, yep, that'll do?
Apparently, all companies test build.
Well, I think with this one, they just went, oh, fuck it, we'd sell it anyway.
There are a lot of companies that think that. Yes, Dragon, I'm looking at you.
Dragon's problem is, oh, we'll just, oh, Jesus. Dragon's problem is they just think that it will work. Like, oh, we'll just stick this sprue from 1996 with.
Oh, that's not really the problem. It's more like, yeah, we can read these instructions. That's no problem. Have you tried reading them? No, but we know we make them okay. Our instructions are good. That
Well,
will
they
work.
probably make sense to them.
Yeah, but then again, how do they? If they really test build it, then they should be able to get the wrong numbered and everything out of there as well. And yeah,
You'd have thought, wouldn't you?
yeah, definitely a lot.
I think sometimes they just don't care.
Sometimes can be replaced by always. And then I agree. B3 en B4. Yeah la 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 la, yeah la la la, yeah la la la.
fuck it, beer. I can wait.
It's always 5 o'clock somewhere.
I'm almost done with
It's
first.
10. I was ready to have a beer at 5:30, but then someone told me there was going to be a hangout, so I refrained.
You asked if there's gonna be a hangout. Don't blame me. Oh, by the way, who cares? Blame me.
If I'd had a beer at 5:30, I'd be fast asleep by now.
They were marsupials. Brownhead at Bobcat of Tasmania rule. Okay, that's what Mickey says.
Yeah,
At least somebody knows what he. And Adam, according to Tanner, Arma 2 Operation Arrowhead is the better game.
You know what? I agree with you. But I've modded the shit out of Arma 3 because it's easier to mod. So, because at the moment I'm a Middle East terrorist fighting off the Russian Red Army from World War II. So, yeah.
Why play fair if you can cheat?
I'm not really playing fair. Basically, what I'm doing is trying to control a squad of 5 guys against like 100 World War II soldiers. Oh god.
Yes.
He won't help.
Sounds like a typewriter.
Yeah. Is this Dale spec?
Yep.
Ah, I thought I heard his voice. And he has a beer as well. That was the errand.
No. But I had to run the errand before I had a beer.
Yeah. I'm guessing you kind of have to do everything by car over there, isn't it?
Well, yeah. But we're kind of old and lazy too, so.
And honest.
Yeah.
You sure you got enough figures in your diode, Chalky?
No, because there's another 4. It could potentially be another 7 to put on there, yeah.
Are those ones resting?
Sorry?
The Stalingrad figures, the ones that are the resting troops.
No, fuck that. They were fucking 15 quid a piece.
Go on AliExpress. Might find
I
cheaper.
looked the date. I don't want to risk it. I reckon it wouldn't be here until after the finish date. So I didn't bother.
No.
I had another idea instead. You saw the photo I put up earlier.
The one with the one taking a leak at the back?
That one and the one I put up, what,
And the
an hour ago?
an hour ago. Yeah, that's the one where you put a red circle saying where the bike will go.
No.
No,
Oh,
no.
look. 5 up from the last comment. 5 or 6 up from the last comment.
Well, on the Kursk?
No, on Pop chat. I haven't posted those pictures yet.
The bridge.
Yes, the bridge.
Oh, that one.
I was actually watching at your thread of Facebook where you said you wanted to do the motorcycle with the sidecar behind the tank.
Yeah.
Don't you think you're gonna overpopulate the Dio?
No.
There's too much going on in a little space.
Might die, I'll do what I want.
Yeah, then don't ask.
I didn't ask.
Yes,
I
you did.
said.
And think Jan Paul says, hi guys.
That's not a question, Seb. That is a pondering in my own head.
Putting it on Facebook makes it a question.
If it was a question, it would have had a question mark after it.
Yeah, like everybody can type and use signs like that nowadays.
Well, that ain't my problem, is it, if they can't fucking grammatically type correctly?
Nope.
A question to other people should be suffixed by a question mark. It's an infantry column. What do you expect? A shitload of people and vehicles. Or an armoured column, should we say.
Then where's the rest of the armor?
That'll be on this diode just here. Along with the rest of the bridge.
On the next dial.
Yeah.
And then one after that, and the one after that.
Yeah.
There's a column of trucks just inside my front room, which you can't see.
So when's Mike building his new house to fit around that dio he's making?
Yeah.
Right after I dared him to do the next one.
What is next up? I've forgotten.
That's the burned out T-34s. The 2 he dared himself to do.
I can't remember that one.
Let me see if I can find it.
It rings a bell, but I can't remember what the picture was.
See if I saved it on my phone.
Watch out, Sebby might dare you to do one.
He can dare me only once.
Hello.
There will be.
Afternoon, Tanner.
Afternoon to you too.
Hi, Tanner.
Hello.
Or not.
I see you neither. What are you doing, stupid fucking computer?
Where is it?
Geez, that tank could pull some tricks, Adam.
What?
That
Oh,
tank
the
could pull some tricks.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Has it been pimped?
On hydraulics.
Jeez, that's crazy. God, driver stuck his head out and the turret nearly came round on him.
Keep forgetting that She's Awake was on this weekend, so I keep seeing photos pop up. I'm like, oh, that looks cool.
How the hell do you drive something like that? That's crazy.
Lots of practice.
Did any of you guys see the review of the Meng M199 engine upgrade on the Armorama? Probably one of the most overpriced accessories ever. No, Nige, I didn't.
The what?
I don't even know what it is.
The M911 engine upgrade from Meng.
Oh. Hello?
I'm quite happy to live in ignorance of that one.
M911 as in the truck?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no. I haven't seen the price, but I've seen it.
I've heard that the engine was separate, but to me it makes kind of sense in a way, because like if you go buy, you know, if it's something that big, then you have to like make it cheap enough that people go buy it.
Ian in chat is that picture I meant.
Yeah, I'm just looking here. He's going to need the house across the road as well.
He dared himself with this one. It's his mistake, not mine.
He needs a hobby to stop him doing these things.
He needs a hobby to stop doing the hobby. Yeah, that's...
You know what I find really odd and interesting?
Lots of things.
Technology.
Well, the fact that at one point in time, at least, not anymore, of course, but there were several colonies around the world, mainly in Africa and the Caribbean, that belonged to Denmark, of all places. And the reason that's confused me is I never knew that Denmark even, had power to that extent at the time. It's just a random note.
Greenland is part of Denmark, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, but it's a little bit of a gray area from what I hear.
But still.
It's mostly under Danish sovereignty, isn't it?
It's Danish. It's Danish controlled, but like independently run.
I think the Americans have got a foothold in there as well, haven't they? Somewhere along the line.
Where don't they?
I think they have like some kind of like research base, like in the middle of Greenland where no one goes, like in the real icy cold area.
That'll be a military base then.
Yeah.
No.
Because it kind of, I don't know, Greenland's kind of one of those places where people just live on the coast and yet the rest of the country is uninhabitable, so.
Just like Australia.
Pretty much. Except it's the opposite. Too cold in Greenland and it's too fucking hot.
I just need to wipe it down and paint it. No,
Greenland would be a good place for a
found it.
Here's a question that I don't know the answer to about why the Danes have overseas territory.
Probably because they once had a good shipping.
Did they? I don't know. That's what I'm saying.
The Danes and the Dutch were the big shipping nations up until the 1600s.
I just know they had a territory in Africa in the region that's, I think, known as the Gold Coast or something like that. And they also had one in the Caribbean, one or two. Either way, it's kind of weird. I mean, the funny thing about it, though, is the one in Africa, I can't remember exactly where it is, but I do remember its name. They called it Christburg is effectively what it be in English, but the way it's spelt is Christborg, which is the only reason I've taken any note of it. No clue what ever happened to that.
According to Wikipedia, though, these days Denmark only has 2 overseas territories. That's Greenland and the Faroe Isles.
To move the plant there.
Yep, they had 2 small territories in Africa along the what would that be?
That's now. I'm not saying in the past. I'm just saying today they only have 2.
Oh yeah. Now it's just pretty much Greenland and a few islands.
I didn't know the Faroes were Danish. That's a nice couple of islands.
Yeah. I thought the Faroes were independent, actually.
According to Mickey, Adam is always in Greenland.
Guess what my next subject's going to be?
Something green!
Assuming.
Yay!
Yay! More fucking green.
Just do it in Korean colors.
And we'll have a the front of it will be red because I'm going to do that Korean one with the.
Yeah, that's what it.
Oh, with the big jaw and that mouth.
Yeah, I saw it and I was like, no, I'm going to have to buy that. That's pretty sweet. And then I want to get a Sumo S35. Do that next.
Can you paint that green?
Nope.
You can paint it green if you do the German one.
No.
You should do the well, which German do you think you're gonna do?
It's a Korean war. The ones with the devils on the front. And the Americans decided it was a smart idea to put devils on the front of them.
I have no clue what you're talking about. Are you talking about the ones that kind of
The big red face on the front.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a welded hull one, I think.
It's the one on the Tamiya box art.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
But Adam, it'll have red on it.
No.
Yes.
Red and green go together.
Yeah, but it will have red on
It'll
it.
have red on it.
It'll also have white on it, won't it?
Yeah, and a bit of black.
Oh, sacrilege. What am I going to do with myself?
You're going to struggle, mate. You're going to struggle.
You'll have to do it in ghost colors. Just do a lighter shade of green.
Well, I'm sorry, I'm addicted to Russian armor.
How are you enjoying the Scamel kit? Seb, if your mojo is low, you must be struggling. Yeah, well, I'm guessing when the mojo is low, you struggle with everything, but I don't find it too bad at the moment, to be honest. Could be worse.
Wow, never knew that. Danish West Indies from 1666 to 1917.
I'm happy with how my T-34 turned out.
Yeah, it looks pretty sharp.
Except for the parts that look shit.
Yeah.
Oh,
It
thanks.
look much better than mine.
Tanner?
Back in a minute. Just gonna go back.
The US Virgin Islands were Danish until 1917.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
They sold them to the United States in 1917 for $25 million.
Makes me wonder.
And they bought them from France in 1733.
Nobody seems to want them.
Supposed to be nice.
Things that have always interested me have been like colonial cultures. I don't know what the technical term would be, but just like well, colonial cultures. What spawns
Empires.
after? Yeah. Something that always kind of confused me though was for the amount of people who had control over Africa, never mind America, that's been completely redone. But Africa, like the people there, majority of them are still the people. They're Africans. They're I don't know how to explain that any
This
better.
is going to go bad, isn't it?
That
This conversation's just going to go into a bad place.
maybe not.
Iceland was Danish until 1944.
Never
Holland was
understood
Spanish for a very long time.
Ghana was
64 years. That's not very long.
Yeah, it's a lifetime back then when people lived for like 40 years before they died.
You would be considered old if you lived to 30, which is what kind of. Ooh,
Everybody's ruled the UK.
So apparently, Denmark had control over Estonia from 1206 to 1645. I think that's a respectable time to control it.
I didn't know. Yeah, the Danish Empire seemed to be quite big then.
Yeah, they had a lot of pockets, which is what I've noted.
The Dutch were all over the show because they used to be the best of the best when it came to
Trade.
sailing.
Traders by heart.
Trading nations is how, well, I think if The way I see it is nations that did more trading than anything else had a lot of more success. Nations that didn't usually, well, they went bust pretty quick. That's
And
why
also getting in your boat and finding somewhere for the first time, as it were.
You know, I kind of have this feeling that I wish some other nation found America first because, well, for multiple reasons, but the main one is, it's too, what's the word? It's too homogenous. The cultures they're all either descended from Spain or the Spanish, the Portuguese, or the British, or the French, but we ignore that.
Yeah, well, that's almost completely.
Pretty much everyone.
Yeah.
There wasn't many other countries going around fucking searching for land back then. That was pretty much everybody.
Says the man living on the other side of the world.
It wasn't the British, it was the Irish.
And then we controlled New Amsterdam until we stupidly sold it and turned it into New York.
Trumpville.
Hmm.
Every nation in Europe is still present in America.
You do. New Zealand could have been Dutch. You do realize that. Like, a Dutch person found the country first, so.
There's a lot of countries that could have been Dutch. There are a lot of countries that still are Dutch.
Abel Tasman found us. Abel Tasman found us like in the 1600s, like. A long time ago.
Didn't the French and, well, the Dutch, didn't they both have holds in Australia for a short time as well?
The French had a hold in New Zealand, but it didn't last very long.
Well, I can see why. 2 carrots.
No, they held Kaikoura and they chose the wrong part of the coastline to. Well, they chose a really good port. They chose the best port there was in the South Island, but they also chose like the worst place to try to get out of the Banks Peninsula and into the country land. So they couldn't really grow.
It always amazes me, actually, given the technology at the time, how far these people actually travelled.
Mickey says Chalky had trouble controlling the wall outside his place that Banksy defaced.
Banksy.
What?
Banksy.
Shall I read it?
Yeah, you do.
The place that Banksy defaced.
Where even are the Ural Mountains?
Urals are in Eastern Europe, aren't they? Or is it?
Yeah, that's
Western
almost
Asia?
the Western Asia. Southeast Russia, I think.
Isn't that between like Kazakhstan and Russia?
Somewhere around there, aren't they?
You know, what really like impresses me is the fact that a couple hundred years ago, maybe more, I don't know the exact dates, that almost all of the world pretty much was what was that religion called? Well, at least the majority of it was, at least somewhere, there were people who believed in Tengrism, which is a religion from Mongolia. And the fact that it could spread so far and then immediately get crushed and destroyed so quickly is honestly kind of shocking to me.
Well, there was this one guy called Genghis Khan. I'm guessing he has something to do with it.
Didn't you make it to Germany?
Oh, yes.
I don't know how far he got.
It's definitely that way. Eastern Europe, I'm sure.
He made it pretty damn far. He made it all the way to, well, they sacked Baghdad and most of the Middle East.
Yeah, but Baghdad and Germany, that's quite far apart.
And one thing the thing that kind of just like confuses me is even before Genghis Khan was a thing, even before his tribe probably existed, there were, what was that people group? There was one people group, I can't remember what they were called, They were centered in, I think, what is modern day Hungary or Romania, one of the two. And they were, if you were to compare what they look like compared to the average European at the time, they look like what you'd expect someone from Asia to look like.
Oh, I thought pale, white eyes, don't can withstand daylight, but that's something else.
Hey, you see how once in a while I'm walking around in Saskatoon in the daylight.
There's a vampire.
Yeah, in the daylight.
By the time they got to Germany, it wouldn't have been Genghis Khan, it would have been Kublai Khan.
No, I'm just
Isn't
reading
that
it
like
out.
his son or something?
Not quite Germany, but it looks like Poland. Definitely.
Oh, they definitely got to Poland.
Just a minute ago, it was Baghdad.
Yeah,
Well, they
yeah,
got to
did that as well.
Baghdad too. Like, I was saying that they got through most of the Middle East. They would have got to Europe as well.
Basically, the Baltic was swallowed. So north and south of the Baltic is in the Middle East, and
Anatolia fell because that's, I think, how the Turks got there.
That's modern day Hungary.
Latvia, Estonia, maybe a bit of Poland. It
I
looks
think, didn't they stop at Hungary and, or was it Italy? One of the two.
like Hungary, but it looks a bit Hungary. What's above Hungary?
Anatolia, Anatolia is Turkey.
I know they wrote letters to the Pope, basically telling him like, yeah, you got to convert, or otherwise we're coming for you.
The Russian border countries, basically.
Genghis Khan's beard in all the pictures looks really ew. Like it random note, but it just the way beards were drawn back then looks wrong. It just doesn't look right.
Have you seen some of the beards that are grown today?
Good point.
They put lights in it and sprinkles and sparkles and I don't know.
Yeah. Okay, so looking at a map of what is
Done by gay men.
Yeah.
You can't say that.
No, they call it nowadays it's Metro Men, I think.
Hofters.
Millennials.
What is a tributary state again?
I have no clue.
Apparently Mongolia didn't have too many. They had about 4, it looks like. Korea, Vietnam. I'm assuming one of them is Trebizond.
I guess a voluntary contribution state.
Oh, we don't want to get completely murdered, so we'll just
Yeah, we'll join.
Yeah.
It kind of like there's one thing that really confused me, and that's the fact that
there's a lot of things that kind of confuse you.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Carry on.
He got
What?
confused. Sorry, Tanner.
the Turkish people is one thing because they have like if you were to look at what is generally considered the modern Turkic peoples that exist in their classifications, you'll have the Turkish. There'll be a huge space. Then there's the Azeris. Then there's like I guess an ocean or a lake. The what is it? Not the ROC. The Caspian. And then you have the Turkmeni, and then that's kind of where it falls apart. My question is, how did they get there? But then again, the Mongol Empire is probably the reason.
Horseback?
Imagine if the Mongol Empire.
Went the other way, didn't he?
Sorry?
I said, and then Alexander the Great went to the other way.
Yep. And then Hannibal came back after him again. Using some elephants.
And sat nav.
Well, the Persians used elephants against Alexander the Great first. They didn't do very well, but they did.
Well, they murdered him, so that's good enough, I guess.
It was the Indians that managed to ruin Alexander's day.
It's always either India or Afghanistan that destroys an empire.
Mm-hmm.
Word of advice for anyone making an empire: just go around them. It's not worth it.
Same goes for Finland, though. If you invade, don't do it in the winter.
Exactly. Or Russia. I mean, but that's debatable. Empire building is fun until it's not.
Ask the Germans. They tried twice.
More than that if you think about it, but
Ask the French as well. They tried.
Yep, and the Russians tried a couple of times. The Italians, the Greek.
To be honest, the Russians did kind of have an empire for a
the
while.
Danish. They tried.
technically also the what was that group called? The I think the Croats, they even had a miniature empire in Africa, but I guess that's kind of ignored.
I'm guessing everybody tried except for the Swiss. They don't try. They just take everybody's money. The Swiss just take your money. Yeah, we keep your money safe. You can try and do an empire building. We keep your money safe.
Notice how the Germans tried it twice. Now they're doing it from under the bloody carpet.
Using a tarp.
Even the Bulgarians had an empire. Two. They had two empires.
Ah, the good old days, eh?
Even the Dutch had empires, if you go look at like that. Trading empire. Dutch East Indies.
You know, I never understood why the Dutch gave all of that territory to Indonesia alone.
So the British couldn't have it.
Just let it be a feudalism territory. It's much easier that way.
We just gave it back. Yeah, we oppressed you a couple of 100 years. You can have it back now.
Didn't South Africa do that intentionally, the breakaway?
We had a war over it. Not a very nice one either, apparently.
Yeah, whenever a war in South Africa happens, it always seems to be awful.
Yeah, but this was East Indies, not South Africa. South Africa was also part of our. It's the one Dutch word that everybody knows and we're not proud of.
Apartheid.
Yep. Nobody speaks Dutch unless it comes to that one.
Kaffa? Is that a Dutch word?
No.
No.
South African.
That's a derivative, though, isn't it?
Most of Afrikaans is a derivative of either English or Dutch.
Yeah, it's confusing.
But then I presume Afrikaans consider themselves a separate.
Yeah, very
race.
In a way they do. It depends on where you are, because like most South Africans will speak Afrikaans. It's just there are some die-hard Afrikaners, and then there's more liberal
normies.
Kaffa.
I don't like that word. Maybe.
Well, I was just thinking of words I know that are Afrikaans. There was no hidden meaning behind me saying it.
Yes.
The answer. The
What?
answer. The answer. The answer.
That's not a word, and it's not Afrikaans. It's a band, and it's South African. But it's not and it's the
What? The
antwoord.
answer. The answer. Antwoord.
Colonial languages are interesting. There is actually a language, or was, that existed in the 19th century called Broken Slavey. Okay, that's.
Only slave that got broken spoke it. That's not very nice.
Seb, look at Mike's comment.
Oh.
Broken wait, what? Oh no.
I think he's just remembered what he said.
What?
I'll make sure he remembers. That is my job.
Oh, I can't be fucked doing anything today.
Well, you were typing 100 a couple of times.
You're on Saturday, aren't you?
Not do anything.
I plan to do fuck all tomorrow, actually.
You do the same you do every Saturday. Nothing.
It's supposed to piss down and rain again. There's not much point doing it.
Yeah, no. Saying bad weather here as well.
We've had enough rain, thanks.
We actually had a nice couple of days here. Very nice.
Our captain flooded.
Oh no floods. We actually got, if anything, it's a drought.
Holland does not want floods.
We can handle our floods.
Yeah.
World famous for it.
Yes.
All you got to do is stick the finger in the dike.
Hey, you've got to ask her if she
I
wants
just
to.
want to say, wonder what she thinks about it.
What her girlfriend thinks about it.
Maybe they both like it. They need 2 fingers, Chalky.
Or 2 hands.
Yeah. Put a whole head in it. That's a little bit of an overkill, isn't it?
Noiba fart sewing on a pipe. Wonderful.
I was going to say, I've stuck my fingers in the former dike. I can't.
Or she became a dyke after you put your fingers in there. It's also a possibility.
I've done that.
Or put your fingers in and then she became a dyke.
I regret starting.
It's nothing to do with you, it's just Friday. It's what happens on a Friday, it all goes pear-shaped eventually.
According to Mickey, Adam does not like the word, but he likes green. Adam doesn't like green. Adam loves green.
Adam is green.
I think that was wet behind the
The
ears.
lizard.
That's the same. Tomato, tomato. Potato, potato. Oh nee, the potatoes are for Ian. Different Ian. Not Chuck.
I just thought, Mickey, if fucking Banksy had defaced the wall outside my house, I wouldn't be sat here now, that's for fucking sure. I'd be on a fucking boat in the Caribbean somewhere.
Huh?
Because I would have sold that motherfucker for £1 million.
Probably makes sense if you know what you're talking about.
Do you not know who Banksy is?
I have no clue.
Banksy is a renowned graffiti artist that no one knows the identity of.
Renowned in the UK.
In the world.
Really?
Apart from, obviously, the Netherlands.
Never heard of it.
But he comes from Bristol.
Oh.
And his works, he basically sprays buildings, and his works fetch up to fucking stupid amounts of money.
Yeah, but he's a graffiti artist, and graffiti is normally illegal, so how can they make money?
Oh, because the modern day world idolizes people like this, doesn't it?
People even tried painting over his street art.
Uh-huh.
I would do that just out of fun.
So would I, to be honest. It wouldn't even be fun. It would just be like, get the fuck off my wall, you prick.
Huh? Ja? Hebben die op school niks gemaakt? Oh. Ja, dan doe ik dat morgen wel. Ja, nee, dat is geen probleem.
I don't know, Ravel made figure
Wat
sets.
zeg je? Krijg geen kus meer.
I
Waarom
didn't
niet?
either.
Nou, weer voor onzin.
Do you make many?
First one I've seen.
No.
On a surfing eBay.
Uh-oh. Dangerous times.
That's evil place.
It's the money hole. You have to feed the hole.
Yeah, that's what I said about.
Put a finger in it.
Well, it can't be a Ravel figure set, surely. It must be licensed from something. Oh, 2612.
Hey, Mickey, stop sitting there rocking. Go and have a pee. You'll know what I mean.
Oh, it looks like they make lots of different figure sets. Or resell them.
There seems to be no history on Scalemates, so I was just looking to would like to know what the quality looks like, but I can't find a picture.
Well, most of the pictures I find, they all have bases on them.
No, I can find some spruce shots, but you can't really tell. This is probably very early type Tamiya figures. Shite, in other words.
Mickey responded, he says, yes, good idea. I'm scared now. Chalky sounds very serious tonight.
So you fucking should be.
You've intimidated him.
I don't think Mickey can be intimidated, especially by me.
Especially knowing that Mickey even has more hair than you.
He's got a full head of hair, hasn't he?
Oh, yes.
And the rest. It's not even grey, as far as I can tell.
Nope.
Right.
Unless he uses Grecian 2000.
Just for men is what seems to be common out here.
Boot polish.
Yeah, you could use that, I suppose.
Jan knows by experience.
What was that?
Jan knows by experience.
Oh, yeah.
That's why I'm grey as fuck, not black.
Well, I found it early on the best way to get rid of the greys is to shave them off, but then my beard went grey and I'd give up a bit.
I was going to say, I don't think my hair's been longer than a fucking eighth of an inch for about 30 years now.
Wow. Yeah. Was that short while I was in the army? I got used to it and enjoyed it.
I'm just trying to hide the bald spots.
I don't even worry about that anymore.
I've developed an island on the top of me forehead.
It's a landing strip that flies.
If I can ever afford it, I might try and recolonize, but I don't think I will.
That will be the day. Look, guys, I got hair again. Yeah.
What do? They get like the hair follicles from your pubes and like transplant it into your dome.
That's only if you want curly hair.
There won't be up here.
Are we still talking about your head, Adam?
Well, he's kind of included other parts.
La 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 la.
Ugh.
There's quite a few late entries to this cursed thing, isn't there?
Yeah, coming at the.
Through. Adam's still got 6 weeks to build his diorama.
I finished the tank though.
It's more than I did, to be honest. So
Mine's just about finished building.
I can't remember it is. I think there's one guy who's done about 5 so far.
some people don't show us.
Who knew green tumorous-looking rocks could cause a whole war?
Huh?
What?
So, there. So you know, have you ever heard of? You've heard of malachite, right? It's that weird green rock stuff, like a copper oxide thing. Anyway, it is mainly mined in a region of the Congo called Katanga. Well, that place has had several wars in history. First of all, it tried to get its independence when the Congo got its independence. And then secondly, after the Zairean, I guess it was at the time, government decided, okay, well, let's start mining everything and, you know, stop caring about the people there. Yeah, that didn't end well. So technically, a gross tumorous-looking green rock caused several wars.
What are you reading?
I don't even know half the time. I just get on Wikipedia and start clicking.
Can't believe everything you read on there.
This isn't associated to the legalization of marijuana in Canada, is it?
No. If it was, you'd know.
American scale voters join group chat. Oh.
Someone moving a wooden chair around?
So
No?
who
Who's
is
this American English scale motorist dude? Never heard of him before.
I haven't either.
We got a new joinee.
Hello, Mickey.
Hello.
Hello.
Please place your order.
I'm here. You all right, Mickey?
Yeah, thank you.
Good. You sound intimidating. Time to go off air, sir.
Guns in my area. I got the strap. I gotta carry you.
Corrosion.
Seb disappear?
He must have done.
What?
Dead man walking?
Maybe his missus pulled the pin on him.
I think he's probably putting her to bed usually.
Oh, he's back.
Yeah. Did some spring cleaning on the bench. And got another beer.
Yeah.
Thought your missus might have pulled the pin on you.
Sorry?
Thought your missus might have pulled the pin on you.
Nah.
Saw a bee for the first time in over a year, and I know now not to go outside anymore.
A bee?
Yep.
You allergic?
Yep.
Oh. Okay.
Won't hurt you if you leave it alone.
Bees won't do a thing. Wasps, on the other hand, those are really fuckers.
Yeah, they take a chunk out of you just for no apparent reason.
They just sting you. Look at the old fuck there. Let's sting him.
Mm-hmm.
I get stung, I die. What a wonderful life.
So you got to carry one of those things with you?
EpiPen.
Can't afford one right now, though.
You can. Okay, they're expensive?
Yeah.
Very.
They're about 100 and some bucks if you don't have any health plan that will cover it.
That's a lot.
Yeah. And they're only good for 1 year.
Yeah.
But I guess it's better than being dead.
Maybe.
It's debatable.
Some people would disagree, I guess.
Yeah. Well, Tanner sounds like he is.
You never know.
I would buy one just to make sure that my wife
won't get all your stuff.
Yeah. Puts up with me.
You thought I would die. You're wrong. Joke's on you.
And then you fall over dead.
Yeah. I can say them things. She's sleeping right now.
Afternoon nap.
Yeah.
She sleep, me brave.
Yep.
She's sleeping. I got my balls out of her purse, and I can tell. Oh, Mickey's in here as well. Let's see. Just not saying.
You're
anything.
imagining things.
Oh.
Come across a Battle of Normandy's 74th anniversary scale model group build.
Oh. So we can do a 75th next year?
Yeah. I did once. That was really absurd for words, but they there was a different group on YouTube, on Facebook, and the internet. They also do a lot of group builds, and they did a D-Day group build back then, and everything was allowed up until the Battle of the Bulge.
I have seen your video on that subject.
I mean, you're doing a D-Day group build, and everything is allowed up to the Battle of the Bulge. That's half a year later.
Yeah, I thought D-Day lasted like a couple days.
We have 1 day.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were on about the D-Day anniversary group build. I saw it.
No, you mean the where
The
was
barn
it? The barn door. I still got that piece of wood though.
You were so enthusiastic in your video, though.
Oh, you know how it is.
But knowing you now, I'm thinking, how the fuck did he ever contemplate starting that and finishing it?
I got all. To be honest, I got all the vehicles and everything is done, and the figures as well. But it's just the entire groundwork that would go in. I think 4 or 5 kilos of clay would go in there just to do the groundworks.
We're taking the piss out of Mike for his current build. I think that was about 3 times the size, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Even 4, maybe.
Has anyone done a Yugoslavia build yet?
No, I don't think so. Balkan Wars.
So much potential.
So much Russian.
Start one.
Yeah, start one.
I could. I mean, I have the tank to do so, but I don't have the paint. What I need is fence paint, because that's apparently what the Yugoslav army used.
It's green. What you need is green. That's kind of, he has a lot.
Paint. I'm not even joking. The paint the Yugoslavs used, as far as I can find, it was fence paint.
So why not? If it works and it sticks, it's cheaper.
I mean, yeah, it would, but
Oh, Jan is going to sleep, I see.
Oh, gone, good.
Yeah, Jan's gone.
Oh. Get rested up. I know. No sleep for a few weeks.
Nope. He will have wet dreams for next week, so.
And vacuum.
We will be hugging a king tiger next week, Sunday.
Yeah.
Yep, it's en route.
You'll be doing more than that if you're allowed to.
If you guys hear something that sounds like a chainsaw, that would be my family member's worst vacuum they have, and they're using it right now because they can, I guess.
Is mini tracks the whole weekend, so we're just the one day?
Saturday and Sunday. There's a whole lot of thingies driving around and a whole lot of vendors as well, model-wise, but also memorabilia and all that kind of stuff.
Lots of people, I imagine.
Yeah. Especially now that the King Tiger is confirmed.
Yeah.
And apparently that thing is running the parkour, so that's gonna be, yeah, that's gonna be breathtaking, I guess.
It's gonna be. It's
Take
driving
lots of
around
video.
the course, is it?
Yeah, apparently it's gonna drive the course. So that's the plan, at least.
Where are you going?
Militrax,
Which country is that?
Netherlands, Overloon, our war museum. Every year they do Militrax. It's German armor and soft skins vehicles driving around a 2.5.
That's right. You won tickets to that or something, didn't you?
Yeah, I want tickets again this year, last year as well.
I saw that.
The guy on YouTube, Panzer.
Oh, you on the Panzer page, Panzer thing you want?
Yeah.
Panzer trucks.
Panzer.
Yeah.
That was you, was it?
Yeah.
I haven't watched the video. I saw a video about him announcing the winners, but I haven't watched it.
Oh, what Panzer picture?
Yeah.
Watch it.
Picture?
You'll have a laugh.
Oh, I'll watch that tomorrow night.
You actually will have a laugh.
I did actually. I meant to ask the other day if it was that, but
I'm kind of banned next year. I'm kind of banned of entry next year now.
I'm not going to ask why.
Because I won last year as well, and this year again. And he actually said he actually said if you win next year, you're not allowed to enter anymore.
How does he do the winners? It's on like a number
random number generator. Random name generator in this case.
You should you start playing that either World of Tanks or War Thunder. You'd be winning constantly with that.
Yeah.
Everything
I'm playing
is
both
RNG.
and I'm not winning a lot.
I did ask Seb if he'd buy my lottery tickets for me, but he ain't yet.
I'd send you.
Yeah, that doesn't seem to work because one of the guys we got at work, he plays the casino all the time, and he wins a couple $100 here, 300 there, loses a couple hundred. So I told him, you should be buying lottery tickets, and he says I do, and I don't win a damn thing.
Nope.
So
Never won a single lottery ticket, not even $1.
yeah, I won a couple of free plays over the last 20 years, but that's about it. So I don't buy them.
They were the.
You got to be in it to win it.
I only enter the lottery here twice a year. They have special prizes, and I want to win one of those.
Ford Pinto.
They do twice a year. They do a special kind of jackpot, and then you can win 10,000 euros for the rest of your year or for your life every month, tax free.
Yeah, we got one of those going on here.
That'd be cool.
If I had to choose between 18 million or every month 10,000 euros, I go for the 10,000 euros.
Yeah, we have I think it's $3,000 a day.
Oh, that's even better.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
Canadian, right?
Right.
That's even more.
So that's
I don't know about that because 10,000 euros is probably more than 21,000 Canadian dollars.
I always thought Canadian dollars were the more expensive one out of all of them. Seems that way.
The Canadian dollars, you would wipe your ass and it's maybe clean at the moment. Let me see.
Similar to the Australian dollar, the Canadian dollar.
Yep, pretty much.
Currency.
It's all plastic.
Canada dollar. If I
yes,
would want...
no. American bills are still made out of cotton. Ours are made out of plastic now.
10,000 euros is the same as almost 15,500 Canadian dollars.
Oh, well, I guess.
So €1 is $1.50 Canadian.
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
Let's see, Australian is even worse. So official, okay, if we go €1 would be 1.53 Canadian and 1.58 Australian.
Oh,
the Canadian dollar is actually worth more than the Australian dollar.
They're usually neck and neck all the time.
Yeah.
Adam is really fucked.
Yeah, Adams is really low compared to...
Yeah, €1 is $1.71 in Australia. That's only 1 on 2 in Australia, New Zealand dollars. I'm going to shop in New Zealand.
Right, pence.
What are you going to buy? A pin?
Wing nut wings? They're from New Zealand.
What's that?
Winglet wings are from New Zealand.
Oh, the joy of being a commodity currency.
You know
At
what
the
the
moment,
sad
we'll
part
be down here. In a couple of years' time, we'll be at like 90 US cents or something random. Like, it just fucking fluctuates all over the show.
And the pound also decreased in value again.
Yeah, 88 pence. I've just looked at.
Yeah, I'm checking it the other way. At €1.14 for the pound.
I think last night the news was that our dollar was 55p.
You know what the sad part around my area?
Do you have do you Australian dollar or do you have Tasmanian dollars? Do you got your own?
Australian dollars.
Yeah.
Time to visit Australia, then, is it?
Australian dollars. Oh wow, yeah, $1 is 55p. Well, like I said, you have to go to New Zealand because
Time to move, then double your money.
$1 New Zealand dollar is 51p.
What can you buy for $500,000 in Australia and New Zealand?
You won't be able to buy a house.
I won't.
No.
Yeah, I mean, a house is over $500,000.
What?
Well, I'll probably come down a bit and sell you mine.
I'd sell you mine too for that.
I know I can fucking buy a shitload of property in Canada for what this place
Oh yes.
The median price at the moment for a house in New Zealand is $550.
Yeah, but you got to remember, I live in a 2-bed flat.
Yeah, for $550,000, I got a double garage, 3-bedroom house with a separate laundry and a workshop. So
there you go. So I'm going up in the world, aren't I?
Definitely.
New Zealand has too many killer parrots.
What?
Killer parrots.
the Kia or whatever it's called. That thing
Parrots or parents?
Parrots.
Caretakers.
Parrots. The bird.
Or the bird.
There's like one bird that fucked Stephen Fry's face, and that was about it.
Excuse me, what?
There was a bird that like shagged Stephen Fry.
He probably paid for that.
You gotta be shitting me.
Did he have his mouth open?
No, but he did
probably
say
receptive.
he did say I am being shagged by a very rare parrot, which is kind of funny.
Probably a Kia.
It wasn't a Kia, no. It was a Oh my god! I can't believe I'm forgetting the name of that thing.
Must have been very, really thrilling and put a mark on your life.
It's one thing.
Apparently, it cut his neck open. What is it?
That's
was
a
a cameraman.
very old drill bit there you shared, Stuart, on Facebook.
You know, have you ever used one?
Yep.
Yeah, so have I.
When I was very, very little.
So 250 trillion Zimbabwean dollars is worth about $1. Oh, Zimbabwe. Why?
Why would they have money? They got nothing to spend it on.
Exactly. An AK bullet is worth more. May as well use that as the currency.
Yeah, it's that time of the night, guys. I'm gonna push the little red button here in the bottom, and we're going off air. So you can join if you want. We're still here, but you won't be seeing us anymore. And yeah, that's a nice video there on Facebook. So I'll be seeing you next week. And see, Stuart is waving for all of you, like our queen always does. So see, waves, wavy, wavy, wavy. The beard waves. We'll see you next week. So good night and bye-bye.